Hi, everybody. This is Coach Allison back with Defy Aging for week 23. This week we are back to stations, so we will be rotating around the turf. There's 7 stations for 3 rounds. The rounds are timed differently, so they will reduce in time as we go. Round 1 is 45 seconds on, 40 seconds off. Round 2 is 35 seconds on, 30 seconds off, so that 5-second difference between the work and the rest. Round 3, however, is going to be a short and sweet round, 20 seconds on, 20 seconds off. So remember with that round 3, it kind of moves quickly. So as soon as you start, it's almost time to stop, and then you only have 20 seconds to get to that next station. So keep that in mind. Team builder at the end, but in the meantime, let's review what our 7 exercises are for the week. All right, station 1 is a slider reach, and it's a plank exercise. So it is a core focus. A little bit different. We got our sliders that we utilize now and then. And you're going to be in a high plank. So that is on your hands. Like last week, we had the high plank with the shoulder tap. So high plank here as well. This one is quite advanced. So let me show you on the knees first. So if we're doing a knee plank, remember that your hips need to be down. So you'll see how there's a relatively straight line from my neck down to my knees, meaning my hips aren't up like this, like a tabletop. So that's where knee planks can actually get a little tricky, just finding that plank form. Okay, and what we're gonna do is a little slide forward, one arm at a time with our sliders. Doesn't have to be far. The stronger you get, you can go farther, but that comes with strength increase and practice. So that is already pretty challenging on the knees. If you're up for trying full plank, go right ahead. I recommend wide feet, kind of like last week with our shoulder taps. And again, one side, just a little slide forward, other slide forward. Okay. Where this becomes extra hard is you have to find a good balance of keeping connected to the slider, but lifting a little bit of your weight so it moves. So it does take some practice. Now, the sliders don't really work on an incline. So if anyone is not getting onto the floor, I'm going to let your coach come up with an incline plank variety. It might be the shoulder taps again. It could be like the hip twists that we do, anything up on an incline plank. But I will let your coach decide what's a good alternative for either you individually or your group. But that is the knee version and the toe version of our slider reach. All right, team. Station 2 is a half kneel, high-low, or low-high chop. It's also a wood chopper. It's just got a couple names. So I went with the low-high chop name this week. Anyways, half kneel position. Going to use a medicine ball for this. So trust me, you'll want something on the lighter side, like a 4, 5, 6, maybe an 8-pounder. It doesn't take much more weight than that. Make sure with a half kneel, this front leg is it's at our normal hip gait as far as where we're placing the leg, meaning I'm not going to go wide like this. I don't want to say it's cheating, but it widens your base of stability, and the part of the point of a half kneel position is that stability. So that leg is just straight forward. Take our medicine ball, arms stay straight. We twist down to the low corner and then up high to the top corner. So we're drawing a diagonal line. Keep those arms straight and let the head follow the ball. What we're not doing is bending the arms like this, like bending in and pushing, bending in and pushing, bending in and pushing. So no, the arms stay straight the whole time. We'll do halfway through each set. At the halfway point, we'll switch the legs. And I know our working sets are 45 and 35, so the halfway will be kind of a random number, but we'll switch legs halfway through. Anyone not kneeling? Oh, and when you switch legs, of course, you switch direction because you start at the open side down here. So, okay. If we're not kneeling, we're going to do a staggered stance. The movement is the same. Might be able to twist a little farther like this. And if that staggered stance gets you a little too off balance, because there's a lot of balance, feel free to stand just a normal stance, feet, close together, and we can do the wood chop just fine that way. So there are quite a few options for this one. Anyway, that is station 2. Okay, station 3 is a band reverse fly. We've done this before. It's been a bit. We want a lighter band, so light to medium. I don't like where this is. And it's working our rear delts and our upper back. So keep those muscles in mind. I like to kind of loop my hands around a little so there isn't all that band flopping around. Want to start with the arms 10 to 12 inches apart, maybe a little wider. And notice how my arms are straight. So they're not bent like this. And we open the arms like wings and close. So pay attention to my elbows. My elbow position never changes. And what I mean by that is I'm not coming in like this. Now my elbows are bending. So the arms stay straight. Think of like wings or like bird wings, or you have casts on your elbows, so the arms can't bend. So they stay straight. When you pull this in, notice how I'm putting a little arch in my back and I'm drawing my shoulders back. Bringing this band to your upper chest. So the band doesn't come down here. We're not doing this. Upper chest, open up the arms, pull your shoulders back. Even just those few reps with a light band, I was really feeling back here. All right, so that is station 3. Station 4 is a little tricky. It's a medicine ball thruster. We're using the slam balls this time for this. A thruster, if some of you might remember, typically is with dumbbells, and you go into a squat, and then you thrust the weights up. We're doing that with the slam ball this week. So keep it high at your chest. We're not holding it down here. High at your chest. We squat, keep it there for now, and then up and press. Bring it back to start. Squat and up and press. So the up is all nice and smooth, and then you can pause here at the bottom for a quick rest. So right here, all smooth move. So what we're not doing is squat, stand, pause, and then press. So you want that nice fluid movement. Watch out for the ball kind of not coming down here. So we don't want the ball to fall down like this when we're doing our squat. Connect it to your chest for the squat. Okay, so that's a little bit different. It'll feel kind of weird. It's a good variety. Let's give it a shot. Next up, we have a battle rope. So it's a seated side-to-side slam. A little different. We're going to sit on something with the battle rope here in front of us. I'm a little too far away, so I'm going to scoot a little closer because you want a relatively good amount of slack on the rope. Okay, and then we're going to sit with our legs close together so we have some space on either side. We're going to slam right side, left side, right side, left side, right side. Just keep going side to side. Right away, you'll feel these oblique muscles kicking in when you're going side to side. Oh yeah, and we're trying to avoid too much wiggling. So we're trying to avoid needing to, what's a good example? Maybe I could show you. You got to keep your core muscles really tight so we're not like kind of turning and twisting and maybe compensating by so stay as still as you can while you do that rope. So that'll be a different variety on our battle rope. Let's give that a try. Next station is an alternating step up. You can hold weights, dumbbells at your side if you would like an added challenge. All we're going to do is alternate the leading leg with each step. So pay attention to my pattern here. Right leg starts, right leg up, down, new rep, left leg up, down, right leg up, right leg down, left leg up, left leg down. So for some people, if it helps, you can think of whatever foot goes to the floor last is then the next foot to go up first. I know that sounds confusing, but watch again. Right foot up, right foot down. Now my left leg is the last foot to come down. For the next rep, it's now the first to go up. So don't overthink it. Alternate your leading leg with each rep. Okay, I hope that makes sense. Again, you can hold weights if you would like an added challenge. Don't skimp yourself on the height of that box. Use a challenging height so we're actually really engaging those muscles, but I want you to feel safe and balanced, so keep that in mind too. All right, and the final station involves these mini bands. We're gonna do a little bit of hip work, abduction. So I know with the 20-second round, it's gonna be tight trying to, in that time frame, the 20-second rest, to get this on and off the legs. So just be cautious of that. Really quickly sit down, put this on, and when you're done with it, quickly sit down and take it off. We'll have this station near a bench, would be my recommendation, so that we can easily sit to take the band off and put it on. Anyway, that being said, why can't I get this straight? Okay, we're gonna put it in the lower leg, okay? And you can use a wall or something for balance. Definitely want to have this station near a rack or a wall for balance. And I'll show you from the front though, so you can see what I'm doing. I would have the wall right here. We're doing an abduction, so that's like a leg lift out to the side. But we want to make this sort of kind of like pulses. So I'm not coming all the way down between each rep. So kind of pulse it. So it's a smaller movement. This foot never touches the floor until it's a halfway point, and then of course we will switch sides. Now you could see when you lift one leg up, you naturally have to shift your weight a little bit to the side. But what we want to avoid is like excessively leaning like this. So just shift enough to find your balance and then pulse that leg out to the side. Okay, and again, that 20-second break, oh, geez, it's still there, is really tricky to get that band on and off. So be cautious of that and have to move a little quicker on that third round. But anyway, switching sides halfway through, that's our hip one for the week. All right, everybody, and a team builder is going to be some balance work, playing a little bit of catch. So we do things like this quite often. I have in the template for this week, I have of the lacrosse balls, those small bouncy balls for this. And at this gym, I can't find the one that we usually have out. It might be in our Vibrant physical therapist office. So I'm using this for example, and you can use the squishy silver sneakers ball too. The lacrosse ball is just a different tool. But anyways, we're all going to be in a circle, okay, as one big team. We're going to pick a leg to balance on, and we're going to have that lacrosse ball, and we're going to bounce that ball to whomever. So it's kind of a hot potato bouncing around type of thing. So it might be coming to you at any time, so be ready. So like if I was passing it to someone over there, and I'm by myself though. And so we'll do 30 seconds on each leg. If the balance is tricky for all of us, right? So if you need to be putting that toe down every once in a while to catch yourself, that's okay. Just keep working on it. We don't get better at things unless we just work on it. That's the thing. If something is hard for us and we do something to make it easier and we never really push ourselves to do the uncomfortable, harder version, we just don't improve on whatever that is, in this case, balance. So keep that in mind. It's okay if we stumble a little bit, no problem. So 30 seconds on each leg. Let's play a little hot potato catch, and that's our team builder. Okay, everybody, that wraps up week 23. Who knows what we'll have next week, but we'll be back for week 24 and review it at that time. Have a good week.